Welcome to the first ever KidTime StoryTime unboxing! And of course, it's going to be extra special because what are the two things that I love more than anything else?
Okay, I know this.
Okay, Green Bear, hit me.
You love books.
Exactly. And what's the second thing that I love?
You love Disney.
Exactly. So when I found out that Disney had a bedtime adventure box subscription, I said, hey, you guys, can I maybe do an unboxing and see what your box is going to be? Because there's a book inside. I know that much. Which book? I don't know. But we're going to find out. So are you ready? You're going to join me on this one? Hot dog! This is going to be swell! Huh? It sure is, Mickey!
What's that? What's that?
It was.
Mickey! Mickey!
See? It's a big day around here. Shall we begin? Disney Bedtime Adventure Box! Okay. First time doing an unboxing, so it's going to be a little bit unusual, right? Okay, opening it for the first time. Here we go. Oh. Okay, we open it up. Oh, there's a message here. Hello there, my friend. Congratulations. You've joined a very select group of young adventurers. That's what I tell you guys all the time. Get ready to head out on an exciting journey exploring faraway lands and making great friends along the way. Be bold and create your own fun adventure. Okay, I'm ready. Here we go. What's inside? Okay. I don't know what's inside. What is this? What is it? Look at this! Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? It's a snuggle-sized Mickey. Oh my gosh. We're gonna be together forever. Nap times are gonna be the softest, bestest thing ever in my life now. Isn't he cute? Oh, look at him. Look at that. And he's super soft. Look at that. Look at that squishy face. And look at that squishy tummy. Oh my goodness. This is such a treat. What do they call this? Cuddlies. Of course, because he's super cuddly. Okay, so that's the first thing. All right, I'm going to just put you right here. Right here. You just stay close, Mickey. You can stay right there. Let's see what else we have going on here. What is this? What is this? Berry Fun Scented Body Wash, Shampoo, and Conditioner, 3-in-1, with this cute Mickey bottle that opens up. Oh my goodness. I want to go wash my hair right now, but wait, not yet. Look at that. Oh, he's losing his head. Oh, look at that. It smells like Mickey Mouse. Who knew Mickey Mouse smelled like strawberries? So nice. That's super cute. Okay. Here we have the book. And it's Mickey Mouse and his spaceship. Oh, we got Mickey and we got Donald. All right. But before we jump in, let's see what else is in here. Let's see. We've got, oh, so these break up. And and it has all kinds of messages. So see, we could like make these into little cards and they break off. See, they have perforations and we have messages like, time to select your favorite books to take on the moon expedition. That's very important because that is a long journey. You're going to need good reading material. Explain what you love about them. Time to climb into your spacecraft for blast off. Donald Duck needs help. Let's check and clean the gears before takeoff. Everything you need to know before going into outer space. What else do we have? Oh, stickers. I love stickers. I like to put them in my notebooks. Oh yeah, and these are all like spaceship stickers, just like the book. What else do we have? Oh, jammies. Look at that. I mean, a little small for me, but they may be just your size. Look at that, little jammies. Look at that, for little legs to stay nice and toasty warm. And look at that. How cute is this? So that way you could be totally Disneyfied while you read your Disney book after taking your Disney shower and putting on Disney stickers and snuggling with your Mickey Mouse to read the book. Now I'm going to set aside this big, beautiful box that I'm never going to throw away. I'm going to set it aside over here. That's right. And now, well, you know what we do here. We read! So we got to read ourselves Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse and his spaceship. All right, here we go. Zoom. You got to look. That's right. Let's see what's inside. I can't wait. Oh, man, I'm so excited about opening that box. I have to focus now on reading. You know how it is, kids. You're so excited about something, it's hard to sit down and focus for a minute. Let's take a breath. Let me just snuggle for a second. Okay. All right, let's do this. Mickey Mouse and his spaceship. It looks so vintage, doesn't it? That the old art from before, illustrated by the Walt Disney Studio. Warning! Details of Mickey Mouse spaceship are top secret. Do not attempt to duplicate M. Mouse. Listen to this, said Mickey Mouse as he read from the evening paper. Big contest! $50,000 prize for first round trip to the moon! Oh, Mickey, cried Minnie Mouse. Think how dangerous it would be! Think how wonderful it would be! Cried Mickey. I hope Donald Duck and I can get our spaceship finished in time. Oh, so they've been working on this. Convenient. Mickey and Donald sped up work on their spaceship. They were building it in an old factory at the edge of town. Be sure not to mention this to anyone, Donald, Mickey said in a serious tone. There will be plenty of people trying to get that prize. Donald promised, but he ran into Goofy the very next day. Coming to my birthday party next week? Asked Goofy.
I don't know,
said Donald smugly. I know that sounded like Green Bear, but it's Donald. I might be on my way to the moon then. And that just sounds like me. I can't do Donald's voice. Oh well. Donald didn't notice the tough-looking fella nearby. Peg-Leg Pete had heard everything. He slyly followed Donald to the factory and saw the spaceship Donald and Mickey were working on. Oh, no. Oh, Donald. You and your big quack. Mickey and Donald worked day and night, checking their instruments and launching gear and finally laying in supplies. At last, everything was in order. Tomorrow's a big day, said Mickey. We'll need a good night's sleep. So they locked the door and went home. Oh no, no. Do you see what's happening? As soon as they were out of sight, Peg-Leg Pete went to work. In a moment, he had broken the lock and opened the doors. Another few moments and he was pushing the precious spaceship out into the night where a big truck waited. Where do you find a U-Haul that big? In the morning, when Minnie and Daisy Duck drove the boys out for their secret takeoff, the spaceship was gone! Mickey and Donald were angry. Look at these prints, shouted Donald. One shoe print and one hole. It's Peg-Leg Pete. Ho, he better not take off, said Mickey. He doesn't know our secret invention for reversing the rockets to get back, and our spacesuits will be too small for him when he gets to the moon. Oh, he's really thought everything out. It would serve him right, said Donald, in a voice that sounded like StoryTeller's. No, we've got to stop him and save our ship, said Mickey firmly. So whoosh, away they sped in the car, following the path of the truck up the twisting, winding road of the mountain. When they came to a stop on the hidden flying field, the spaceship was standing, poised for flight. Peg-Leg Pete was nowhere to be seen. Let's get in and start it up, cried Donald. He and Mickey climbed aboard quickly. Get out of here before Peg-Leg comes back, Donald shouted to Daisy and Minnie as they bolted the doors behind them. Stressful rescue operation. Minnie and Daisy drove to a nearby field. There, they watched as the spaceship roared into the sky, spitting dust in a swirling cloud of pink. Still no sign of Peg-Leg, Minnie said. You don't suppose, cried Daisy, that he could be aboard the ship? I didn't think about that, nor did Donald or Mickey. That's just where he was. After Mickey and Donald had bolted the doors, Mickey sat down at the controls and twirled the dial to take off. Then Donald pulled back on the rocket release, and with an ear-splitting roar, the spaceship lurched forward and they saw Earth dropping away. Look at their excited faces. Oh no! What the? Cried a loud voice. Then a face peered out of the baggage compartment. It was Peg-Leg Pete waving a space gun. What are you trying to do? He roared. Turn this thing around. I've just discovered there's no spacesuit big enough for me on board. That's right, Pete. We can't reverse the rockets until we get to the moon, explained Mickey Mouse. Then, before Peg-Leg Pete could do any harm, Donald whacked him over the head, and his heavy body sank to the floor. Oh, what do we do with him now? Donald asked, still in a voice that sounded strangely like StoryTeller. Just tie him up, said Mickey, and pack him in with the supplies to keep him from freezing on the moon. We'll have to give him oxygen when we land. When the cold, rocky landscape of the moon loomed up ahead, the two explorers were already in their spacesuits. With a thump and a bump, the spaceship clanked to a stop. Eek-goom. We made it, cried Mickey, shaking Donald's hand. Now all we have to do is get back to Earth again. Mickey and Donald knew that Peg-Leg Pete might freeze in the moon's extreme cold. There wasn't a moment to lose. With a sure touch, they twisted the screws and tightened the bolts on the rocket reverse and hurried back to the ship. Wait! Cried Donald at the last minute. With a swing of his screwdriver, he cracked off a chunk of moon rock and tossed it into the ship before scrambling back in himself. Ooh, good thinking, Donald. Moon rocks are very precious. The oxygen's getting low, Mickey cried. It's kept Pete going, but we'll have to get back to Earth super fast or we'll all be done for. Oh, no. With a roar, the rocket started them off. The moon glittered coldly behind them. Mickey bent over the directional finders, his face stern. One slip might mean the end for them all. The spaceship's motion changed. Gravity was taking hold, and through the windows, they saw Earth rushing up at them again. They were safe. The home field was coming into view. What a reception awaited when they unbolted the trusty ship's doors. What a cry went up as the heroes appeared, supporting Peg-Leg Pete's wobbly form. How did it feel to be on the moon? A TV announcer asked. Oh, fine, said Mickey, grinning broadly. But it's better to be back home. Yes, there is no place like home, Mickey Mouse. No place like home, and you've got Minnie waiting for you, and Donald's got Daisy, who is one smart cookie. She knew what Peg-Leg Pete was up to before they did. And that was Mickey Mouse's and his spaceship book that was inside our box with our shampoo and our new jammies and my new super soft pillow that I love. My cuddly, squeezy, what do you call them? Cuddlies. And I hope that you enjoyed unboxing this box with me as much as I enjoyed unboxing this box with you. This is the first for KidTime StoryTime. And you know, every single one of us always has to try something new and exciting, even if it makes us a little bit nervous. I was a little bit nervous because I'd never done an unboxing before and I didn't know if I'd be able to do it right. But you know what? I think it worked out pretty well for all of us, didn't it? So, see you next time, kid, on KidTime StoryTime, where we are always looking for exciting new ways to bring books to you.
Mickey! Mickey!